Insects are undoubtedly one of the most successful groups of animals on our planet, with over 1 million species worldwide. They have evolved a variety of cunning survival strategies, for example, camouflage and armor, flight, and, in some cases, a truly terrifying secret venom. These insects are capable of delivering some devastating stings, and you need to be able to identify them so you don't end up becoming a victim. Moreover, some can be venomous or poisonous and should be avoided at all costs. Hello and welcome. Be sure to smash the subscribe button and remember that no matter how much you may hate getting stung by a mosquito, your interaction with an insect could always be worse. Insects can fall into two categories, one where the individual produces something that is so painful or so lethal that one individual insect is lethal to you. Then there are those that produce a painful toxin that may indeed be lethal, but it's when they attack as a group that they truly become deadly. In that regard, we do have some that are close by. About 700 species of ants, about 35 species of bees, and about 30 species of wasps occur in the United States. To assess the risk to your family, you must first identify the specific type of insect, which is especially important for wasps and yellow jackets. Here are the types of stinging insects you never want to meet or eat. First, let's explore the less aggressive solitary wasps that can, but usually don't sting. Cicada killers, potter wasps, sand wasps, and mud daubers are solitary wasps that nest primarily in the ground. Their behavior is usually non-aggressive, but they will sting if provoked or trapped against bare skin. These wasps use their sting to paralyze prey, which serves as a food source for the wasp larvae. Since insects and spiders frequently become food sources, solitary wasps can become valuable pest insect predators. Second, we have the social insects that sting in groups. Honeybees, bumblebees, wasps, hornets, and ants live in colonies where there may be as few as a dozen to thousands of individuals. Social stinging insects include three castes: a queen, male drones, and numerous workers, which all work together to create a beneficial social structure. The queen and the male drones are the colony's reproductive members. Workers are protectors of the colony and will aggressively sting and attack to protect their colony. Now let's look at the specific insects and outline some of their common characteristics so you can readily recognize them. In terms of bee attacks, honeybees are responsible for the greatest medical risk since their colonies are very common in urban areas where people can easily encounter them. Workers will readily sting if their colony is disturbed. The Africanized honeybee, often called killer bee, is found in parts of the southern, southwestern, and western U.S. and closely resembles the honeybees. Africanized honeybees will very aggressively attack when they believe their colony is in danger. Bumblebees also live socially in hives which provide shelter and a place to raise their young. Their colonies are usually located underground, particularly in abandoned holes made by rodents, and typically contain fewer than 100 workers. Bumblebee workers are much less prone to sting than the more aggressive domestic or Africanized honeybee workers. They are actually helpful insects because they pollinate crops and plants. Unlike honeybees, bumblebees can sting more than once. If you come too close, they will chase you for a while to make sure you stay away. Carpenter bees get their name from their ability to bore perfectly round holes in wood siding, fences, and decks in the spring. The wood isn't eaten but thrown out of the opening, so the hollow cavity can be used for rearing young. They are large and closely resemble bumblebees. However, carpenters have a yellow and black fuzzy thorax with a shiny hairless black abdomen. Males have a yellow spot on their face and are easy to distinguish. They exhibit low aggression even when the nest is approached and do not live in colonies. If left untreated, they can cause structural damage to your home or property over time, especially if they repeatedly bore holes for nesting throughout the property. Social wasps, which include yellow jackets, hornets, and paper wasps, are medical risks to sting people throughout the U.S. These groups live in colonies that consist of hundreds to several thousand workers in nests. They make paper nests from chewed-up wood fibers, often found in the ground or in places like eaves and attics. Hopefully not your attic. Yellow jackets are most active during late summer and early autumn when a colony is at its peak size. Their diet consists of sweets and proteins, which explains why these pests commonly invade outdoor events. Bald-faced hornet is black with mostly white faces. They are found all over the U.S., including southern Louisiana. You can spot a bald-faced hornet infestation by looking for a nest, typically located above ground in hollow trees or hanging from tree branches, with worker hornets flying around it and nearby. Hornets are very aggressive when needing to defend their nest and will attack anything that comes near them, inflicting very painful stings. Paper wasp nests are typically found under sheltered overhangs or on the side of structures where they are protected from wind and rain. They are also known as umbrella wasps due to the shape of their unique nest. Paper wasps are not as aggressive as yellow jackets and hornets but are fully capable of delivering a sting if their nest is disturbed. The emergence of a European species of hornets over parts of the USA may lead to an increase of stings as this species is increasingly common in urban areas. They are also known as giant hornets because they are larger than yellow jackets and are active at night. These types of hornets build their nests in various places like hollow trees, barns, outbuildings, the empty walls of houses, attics, and deserted beehives. They are capable of damaging trees and shrubs on your property by peeling off bark to access sap and using the bark fibers for nest construction. Almost all species of ants can sting, but relatively few are a medical risk to people and pets. Fire ants and red harvester ants account for the majority of ant stings in the U.S. Known in the southwestern United States since the 1930s, red fire ants have been on a northern expansion which is projected to reach Maryland someday. Although an individual fire ant cannot kill an individual, they are known to be one of the most aggressive insects that exists. They will actually chase you. They're among the top 10 threats to agriculture because they will destroy anything in their path. Fire ants form multiple satellite colonies very quickly, and if an animal knocks over their mound, which can readily be found in yards and gardens, they're coming to get you. Still not scared? When the USDA tried to kill them in Florida flooding with fire hoses, the ants made a watertight ball with the queen in the middle, and it floated on the water. In Texas, the ants were crawling into air conditioning vents of hospitals and biting into the patients' IVs. Patients were dying and nursing assistants were accused of murdering patients. Some were even serving time in prison by the time the real cause was identified. Pest control companies won't even guarantee that they can get rid of them because nothing has been 100% effective in treating them. The only thing that will slow them down is winter, and that's not even 100% effective. They have killed people, usually young people, and they are relentless. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time.